You ever wondered what makes the NBA the greatest show on hardwood? It's those spine-tingling moments when the impossible becomes reality, the extraordinary becomes the norm, and the odds are defied at every dribble. Today, we're taking a look at those 1 in 1 million NBA moments that remind us why we love this game. So, grab your virtual courtside seat, because we're about to embark on a journey through basketball history you won't want to miss. Our first unforgettable moment takes us back to 1989. It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference first round between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. The Cavs were down by 1 point with just 3 seconds left on the clock. Jordan received the inbounds pass with Elo, one of the league's best defenders, closely guarding his. You can imagine the tension in the arena at the time. It was palpable. The game was on the line, and Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, had the ball. Jordan received the inbounds pass with Elo, one of the league's best defenders, closely guarding him. Jordan dribbled to his right, then suddenly rose into the air, seemingly defying gravity. The entire basketball world watched in awe as he hung in the air, releasing the ball at its peak. It seemed like time stood still. The ball sailed toward the hoop, and that's it. Michael Jordan had just crossed over Byron Russell. He drove to the basket and faded away, hitting a jumper over Russell to give the Bulls the 87-86 victory. The crowd went wild, and the Bulls won the game in dramatic fashion. Michael Jordan's iconic game-winning shot over Craig Elo became an instant classic and a defining moment in his legendary career. But what makes this moment truly 1 in a million is the precision and skill required to make such a shot under that level of pressure. The odds were stacked against Jordan. It was a tough, contested shot from just inside the three-point line, but he made it look effortless. There's a few reasons why the shot is so special. For starters, it was the perfect ending to a perfect season. The Bulls went 82-0 in the regular season, and they were 1 win away from their 6th championship in 8 years. Michael Jordan's ability to perform under pressure, his clutch gene if you will, is what separates the greats from the legends. It's the kind of play that young basketball players dream of making in their driveway, counting down the seconds before they take that game-winning shot. That's right, Michael Jordan's iconic game-winning shot over Craig Elo is a moment that'll be remembered for generations. The odds of hitting that shot were truly 1 in a million. Now, let's fast forward to the year 2000. The NBA Slam Dunk Contest during All-Star Weekend is always a fan favorite, but this year, it was about to be taken to a whole new level. Vince Carter, known as Vinsanity, was in the spotlight, representing the Toronto Raptors. Little did we know that this contest would become the stuff of legends. Vince Carter's performance that night wasn't just remarkable, it was earth-shattering. Each dunk seemed to defy the laws of physics, and the crowd at the Oakland Arena couldn't believe their odds. But let's break it down even further. Vince's dunks weren't just high-flying, they were a display of creativity, athleticism, and showmanship that set a new standard for what a dunk contest could be. Remember that between the legs dunk? It was like poetry in motion. Vince soared through the air, passed the ball between his legs, and then threw it down with authority. It was an audacious move that had never been seen before in a dunk contest. And what about the 360 windmill? Vince made it look effortless, spinning in the air, delivering a thunderous windmill dunk that had the judges reaching for their perfect 10 cards. The creativity and fearlessness displayed by Vince Carter in that contest left everyone in awe. It was a performance that set the bar so high that it's still talked about and imitated by aspiring dunkers today. And let's not forget the honey dip dunk. Vince reached into his bag of tricks one more time, dipping his arm into the rim after a powerful slam. It was the perfect way to cap off a legendary night. Vince Carter's 2000 Slam Dunk Contest performance was more than just a display of athleticism. It was a moment that transcended the sport. It showcased the pure joy and creativity that basketball can inspire. It was a 1 in a million performance that we may never see the likes of again. Our next unforgettable moment takes us to the 2016 NBA Finals. Game 7 of the series, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The Cavs are trying to secure their first ever NBA championship, but they find themselves in a nail-biting situation. The score is tied, and there are less than 2 minutes left in the game. The Warriors are on a fast break, and it looks like Andre Iguodala is about to score an easy layup that could potentially seal the championship for Golden State. But then, out of nowhere, a superhero-like figure swoops in. LeBron James, with his otherworldly athleticism and incredible basketball IQ, makes one of the most jaw-dropping and game-changing plays in NBA history. He chases down Iguodala and, with a burst of speed and timing that seems almost unreal, leaps into the air and swats the ball away. The entire arena erupts. Fans, players, and even commentators are left in a state of shock and amazement. LeBron's chase down dunk on Iguodala was the stuff of legends, and it changed the course of the game and the series. What makes this moment 1 in a million is not just the athleticism displayed by LeBron, but the sheer importance of play. It was a block that saved the Cavaliers' championship hopes, and it was executed flawlessly in a high-pressure situation. After the game, LeBron said it was one of the biggest plays of his career. It's a moment etched in history, a testament to his incredible skill and determination. It's a moment that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest players in NBA history. And let's not forget that this block set the stage for Kyrie Irving's clutch three-pointer that ultimately sealed the Cavaliers' historic comeback from a 3-1 series deficit. It was a one-in-a-million block that helped bring a championship to Cleveland. Another jaw-dropping moment that we'll never forget remains Steph Curry's full-court heave to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 6 of the 2016 Western Conference Finals. It's the closing seconds of overtime, and the Golden State Warriors are locked in an intense battle with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The series is tied at 3-3, and Game 6 is a must-win for the Warriors to keep their championship hopes alive. The Thunder hold a 3-point lead with just seconds remaining. Kevin Durant misses a critical free throw that could have sealed the victory for the Thunder. The Warriors secure the rebound, and the ball ends up in the hands of none other than the babyface assassin, Steph Curry. With just seconds left on the clock, Curry dribbles furiously up the court, racing against time in the Thunder's defense. He crosses half court, and with the defender closing in, he decides to launch a full court heave, a shot that seems so improbable that it defied logic. The ball soars through the air, and for a moment, it feels like time itself has slowed down. The entire arena holds its breath as the basketball approaches the basket. Then, against all odds, the ball swishes through the net as the buzzer sounds. The Oracle Arena erupts in a deafening roar. The Warriors win in the most dramatic fashion imaginable, forcing a Game 7 and keeping their championship dreams alive. Steph Curry's full-court heave wasn't just a game-winning shot. It was a testament to his extraordinary range, his composure under pressure, and his ability to make the seemingly impossible a reality. The odds of making such a shot are truly astronomical, making this moment one in a million. It was a shot that will forever be etched in NBA lore and cherished by fans around the world. Coming into this moment, we'll have to rewind the clock to 1962, a time when the NBA was in its formative years. On March 2nd of that year, something truly remarkable unfolded. Wilt Chamberlain, the dominant force of nature, had a performance that will forever etch his name into basketball history. It was a regular season game between the Philadelphia Warriors and the New York Knicks. Little did anyone know that they were about to witness a once-in-a-lifetime event. Wilt Chamberlain was in the zone from the very beginning. He scored effortlessly, rebounded relentlessly, and played like a man possessed. He was unstoppable, and the Knicks had no answer for him. Chamberlain's final stat for that game was nothing short of mind-blowing. 36 made field goals, 28 made free throws, and a staggering 100 points. To this day, it stands as the most points scored by a single player in a single NBA game. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is the context. This was a time when there was no three-point line, and the pace of the game was much slower than today's NBA. Yet, Chamberlain managed to reach the century mark in scoring, an accomplishment that may never be replicated. The crowd in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where the game was played, witnessed history in the making. Fans cheered, and even the opposing team's players couldn't help but applaud Chamberlain's astonishing feat. What's equally impressive is Chamberlain's humility. In post-game interviews, he downplayed his achievement, crediting his teammates and the circumstances for his scoring outburst. Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game is not just a one-in-a-million moment. It's a legendary feat that transcends basketball. It's a testament to the incredible talent and athleticism of one of the greatest players in NBA history. So, there you have it, folks. These are just a few examples of those rare, heart-stopping moments in the NBA that occur once in a million plays.